money reading for you for January 2025. New thing I'm starting in the Gregorian 2025 that we're going to be doing love and a separate reading for money. I've talked about this for a while. I finally got some oracle decks in to support this type of reading. So without further ado, we're going to get started looking at Aries energy. What could be going on with you for the month of January having to do with money or career? What could be some flows that you could be needing to focus on? And what are some blockages that may need to be brought to your attention that you may not be aware of, or you might be aware of that you may be trying to dismiss? So we're going to take a look at it and see if I can't put together a pretty good picture of what could be happening for you during the month of January. Be sure to give me a follow if you have not already. For those of you who are already YouTube subscribers, I appreciate your continued love and support. If you are brand new, my name is Cody. I am your conscious soul reader. I appreciate your curiosity. That notification bell will let you know every single time I'm energetically called to bring you a reading, as well as all of my other platforms being there in the description box and that link tree at the very bottom. The more places you're following me, the more chances you have to catch me live or posted videos. Also, if you need a personal private reading, those are booked through my website. All that is also in that link tree. Mentorships are also available. My personal private readings are 25% off during the month of January only. January 2025, 25% off personal private readings. Hurry up and book yours. Those spots are limited. Okay, let's get going. We're going to look at the Celtic cross for Aries. Oh, there's the lovers falling out with the devil. Okay. Maybe some of you are having a major relationship be a block as to why you can't make things happen. Could be an addiction to a partnership or a connection. Some of you are having some major interference to a major decision you're needing to make, Aries. Okay. Got the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse and the Strength card showing some strong codependency problems here. These are some gold digging type of energies. We've got Judgment also coming out. Goodness. Okay, let's look. So Aries as a Celtic cross for money. What does Aries need to know? What does Aries need to know? Okay. All right. So you are experiencing some stress, maybe some sleepless nights right now. There's a lot of issues going on regarding money or a career. We got the Ten of Swords also falling out. Some of you may have been betrayed recently in the workplace. Others of you may have hit a dead end. And some of you have been fired or let go. Some of you have poured your heart and soul into a passion project and it's done. Some of you are experiencing the fact that it has been taken from you. I've got the Queen of Swords with the Six of Pentacles back here. Some of you may have had this opportunity taken from you. Okay, so you, Nine and Ten of Swords, goodness. So what crosses or complements Aries? What crosses or complements Aries? We got the Star card and the World card. So I feel like there's a lot of success and knowledge backing you, Aries. I feel like also you are very capable of success through your just pure will, right? You want something. I have a feeling like you go hard to the hoop to make it happen. Okay, so this is a major compliment to your tenacity, your follow through, your wherewithal. Some of you have Aquarius placements, could be dealing with an Aquarius. Okay, so what is the best that can be achieved in this situation? What's the best that can be achieved for Aries in this situation? It's just going to give me two each. Okay. We've got the Knight of Cups and the Eight of Wands. So continuing to follow your heart. I think this Eight of Wands is asking you to know when to move on, but to take with you what you've learned to help you create something new in the future. This is about knowing when to say when. Knowing when to say when. The Two of Swords fell out. Some of you are at a crossroads, this major indecision of not even, well, if not this, then what? Right? If not this, then what? You've already done everything you can do here. But I think that this attachment to this fixed outcome is what your block could be. So let's see here. What is the foundation? What's the foundation for Aries? Foundation. What's the reason for this reading? Hanged Man. Stuck, stuck, stuck. Also, feeling pretty victimized. Like you sacrificed so much and you've been waiting and waiting and waiting for your return, and ultimately it could have just been taken from you and given to somebody else. Others of you feel like you've stuck yourself in this position of waiting for possibly others to help you or to assist with your completion. Let me get some more before we keep going. Let's see. What's that past energy? Past energy for Aries. Past energy. What's from the past here? Okay. Interesting. Wow. Two of Pentacles, Temperance, Ace of Pentacles, Six of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. Wow. So you may have been promised a lot in the past. There could have been a lot of people taking advantage of the opportunity to, you know, spend a lot of time with you, to absorb your ideas, to possibly learn a lot from you, to figure out how to take a lot of the credit from you. People have gotten to know you pretty well. They figured out through a lot of time and a lot of investment about how to, let's see here, get from you. We've got the Two of Wands. Now, which way are you going? Let's see. Future. Future outcome, please. What's that future outcome? What's that future outcome for Aries? We got the Fool card. I will just take the Fool card since it's the only one that landed upright. There's a lot of cards out here. We've got the King of Cups, Ace of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the Emperor. Wow. So bottom of the deck has you, I believe, taking what you've learned and what you've obtained and starting something on your own. Some of you may be being pushed out of a place where you've worked for a while. Maybe you have enough information and capabilities, clients, you know, knowledge to start your own thing. Others of you are feeling like you have been robbed of a lot of notoriety for a lot of things that you've taken into your own time, right? A lot of you spend a lot of time working on this project or this contribution, and it feels like somebody just kind of came in and took all the credit. And now you're deciding, you know, should you say something? Should you not say something? What do you do from here? Do you cut and bite back? Do you make a decision to retaliate, say nothing, and take the high road? You know, merely rat them out and just say your piece, have your proof and evidence, and just, you know, be that person that comes back around and says, I don't know why they took credit for everything I said, everything that just happened, but I was the one who actually did the whole thing, just so you know, just so you're aware. I don't know what that'll do. I don't know what that'll change. The pot stirring that comes with that. Some of you are just like, don't care. You know, if you did the work, you're not about to let somebody come in and take credit for what you've done. There's no freaking way. I have a lot of you kind of hanging back for just a moment to strategically plan your next steps here. I feel like in the past you may have overdone a lot of enabling to allow for somebody to feel like they have that ability with you, right? You may have given somebody full authority in your world and allowed them access to be able to do this to you. This is wildly interesting. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is that some of you are just at a dead end. You're at a dead end. You don't know if you're going to go any further where you are. You have very, very high hopes of great success and great accomplishments. A lot of you. Some of you are feeling very confident in your abilities and capabilities. So far, you may not have been supported in any way, shape, or form. You felt blocked with a lot of your ideas, with a lot of your passions, with a lot of your no matter how passionate you felt, no matter how many different ways you tried to get people to listen to you and to hear you where you're at, I feel like you are just consistently blocked. People fail to see your vision. People are failing to see your creative side of things. They don't see your passion and your drive as enough to build upon, right? So the foundation here is having you in limbo. So now you have to decide which way you're going to go. In the past, I may have felt like you have felt good enough. If you were supported enough, you felt like that was enough to get by. You were thankful for this opportunity and you were going to make the best of it. You were going to continue to, try to make the best of it. You would just be patient and wait. And one day, someday, people would finally give you the notoriety and the support that you needed to be able to advance you, right? But I feel like in the future, you're more so of this dilly-gaff. It's this, does it look like I give up about your feelings kind of energy here with this full card. The full card says that you have this kind of blind leap of faith about just kind of putting it out there no matter what. Some of you are taking this on your own. Some of you are getting completely away from the people that have blocked you for so long and trying to figure out how to do this on your own. Some of you were trying to figure out how to start out on your own, how to build your own thing. I've got a lot of you having enough drive and confidence to be able to pull this off. We've got you being very creative in a new initiative and having the drive and the focus to be able to create your own successes, your own businesses here. A lot of you are feeling like you've been stifled. I think you've taken this for long enough, and I feel like you're just about ready. You're just about ready to start out and do your own thing here, Aries. Okay. I'll clarify a few things. I'd like to clarify the Hanged Man and the Fool card, as I have the Hanged Man right here. I'd like to clarify the Hanged Man and the Fool card, please. Thank you. Tell me about the Hanged Man, please. Eight of Cups, Seven of Cups, Moon card, Page of Wands. Ooh, you are just, you've had it. You've had it where you at. I feel like you are absolutely certain. I feel like you are absolutely certain that you have reached your limit wherever you are. A lot of you may have been promised in the past a lot of grand things. If you hang in there long enough, we'll support your growth and opportunity. And I feel like you have been playing their game for quite some time, while other people are far too happy to continue to bolster this, false narrative of, one day it'll all be yours. One day you'll have your seat at the head of the table. One day. Okay. I think a lot of you with this Hanged Man, I think you're trying to start to find ways to create your own opportunities here. You're taking a lot of this disappointment and a lot of the things that have been said. I feel like you're just really in your head about the promises made, what you've learned, the options that are out there, starting to look and see what else could possibly be out there. If not this, then what, right? I feel like there's people probably trying to make it seem like there's not much, but you just got to check and see. Even if you're starting out on your own. right? Even if you got to do it on your own, if nobody else will hire you, you know, what does it take? What would it take to venture out and do my own thing? Tell me about the Fool card. Tell me about the Fool card, please. Yep, what would it take? Knight of Swords. Feeling a little wild hair. Just, what would that be like? What would that entail? What would I have to do, right? Some of you are starting to look at that. I feel like you've done so much work so far that you already have a pretty good idea. Some of you could just outright up and quit. Some of you could. There's a confirmation. Some of you might just up and outright and quit and be fine on this new thing, just going out on your own. I've got the Ace of Swords. We've got the Hierophant. We've got the Five of Cups, the Four of Wands, Three of Cups, Queen of Cups, Lovers, Ten of Cups, Wheel of Fortune to the Fool, right? That risk you took to go out on your own all by yourself because you found out a lot of information where you were. And while sitting and waiting for your ships to come in, right, you made this major decision, this major leap of faith, and just went with it and said, you know what, I trust myself. I know that I've probably gone and exhausted as much as I can where I'm at. I've said my piece. I have not been heard. I have waited long enough. Some of you are just ready. You know, you're just ready. You've put a lot of time, effort, energy, and stress into other people not returning on their end of the bargain when it comes to your climbing the corporate ladder, your success, your growth, your ability to get more out of life, okay? So I feel like you're finally starting to turn the wheel in your favor. You've been really disappointed with the foundation as far as it's been set so far. There's been a lot of information and lessons that you're taking, and I think you're going to go ahead and just... Some of you are right there. That's a big risk. It is. With that Wheel of Fortune coming out, that's a big risk. Not everybody is going to have success by just cutting their losses and saying, F it. How hard could it be? Right? Some of you think, God, if my boss, the idiot, can do it, how hard could it be? If that idiot can do it, anybody could do it, right? You know, you'd be surprised what you get into and what you uncover once you get out there. But I gotta tell you, you won't know unless you do it. You won't know unless you do it. And whether or not it's going to be a success depends on you. Depends on your effort, depends on your abilities, depends on your stick-to-itiveness. Okay? All right. So let's see what some flow cards are going to possibly let us know here for Aries. What does Aries need to know? We got imprint. Make your own mark. Trying to put your own imprint in the world. Trying to start out on your own, right? You've been trying to make your mark where you're at and nobody is noticing. You've got smudges all over the place and nobody has any idea where they came from. And you've been trying to give them all the indication, but they just are not looking for some reason. So I feel like you're trying to figure out where you're going to make the most impact in the world. Time to make your mark. What else for Aries? We've got flashback. Short-lived. Gifts. Adventure. It truly is a gift to feel bold enough to take yourself on a new adventure. Just trying to hang out here. Fluctuation and movement. Yes. Okay. All right. So we've got imprints, flashback, gifts, short-lived, adventure, celebration, fluctuation, and heart matters. So you're trying, yeah, adventure, trying to leave your comfort zone. So when we flash back, it's okay to visit your past. This is about you taking those lessons, revisiting a lot of those old projects and jobs to take pieces of it, of, you know, your attributes, your contributions, your gifts and your abilities, your talents, no matter how short-lived they were where you are. This is about you making the most out of it. This is about you using this as a transitionary moment. This is about, you know, looking at this as a time period in which you learned a lot and you were able to fluctuate yourself. You were able to go with the flow, with the ups and downs. I feel like a lot of you haven't been able to make the point of how gifted and talented you truly are. And upon looking back, a lot of the notoriety, if at all, has been short-lived. So you're starting to look at being adventurous here. I feel like you are taking a lot of your accomplishments and going with the flow. We've got fluctuation, adventure, and movement. So there's definite shifting, definite changes. Heart matters is about finding your true passion, right? This is about you not settling for anything less than what you truly desire or your worth, right? This is following your heart, really sparking enjoyment in what you do and finding that passion again. There's great progress, leaps of faith with you pushing forward. I feel like a lot of you are looking for more authoritative positions out there. A lot of you are seeking something bigger, seeking that notoriety so that you can finally start to feel like you are being acknowledged for the gifts and talents that have been overlooked or taken from you for so long. You can start to take advantage of that and make that momentum shift in your favor. Starting to see this monetary gain is going to prove to you all along that you knew what you were talking about. Ultimately, a lot of people will take a lot of things from you or keep you down because they will like to siphon your ideas. They like to siphon your work ethic and use it to their benefit. So it's a matter of you kind of deciding, what did you learn? When is it time to cut your losses and try to see if you can't? If you can't create something on your own, then how can you pivot into somewhere where they will appreciate you and offer you more opportunity for growth? I've got the future out here, right? Time to start looking forward into that future. Start pulling you forward. Start to pull you forward. And again, future. 3 of Wands just sitting here. So what are some possible blocks? What are some possible blocks for Aries? What are some possible blocks for Aries? We've got a negative self-image, unrealistic expectations, waiting to be saved, being too serious, lack of self-discipline, excessively giving. They said nothing else. All right. Block solar chakra. And a karmic cycle at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So this negative self-image, I'm guilty of this sometimes, is focusing on your faults and distorts failure and imperfection. So work on your self-image, kiddos. Stop downplaying or ignoring your positive qualities and remind yourself that there's plenty of good about you. Don't focus so much on the negative. Universe has no choice but to hand you evidence of everything you think and feel. So if you think that you're not good, you're not as good as them, there's not enough to go around, universe has no choice to say, okay, you're absolutely right, and here's more of that. Here's more of that. It plays a game with you. Whatever you're playing, it's playing. So you have to get into that mindset and start looking at your attributes, looking for the positives, looking for the things that you do well, that you are excellent at, and build from there. Build on that. Okay, we've got unrealistic expectations are a possible block. Some of your expectations may not be grounded in reality. So explore your expectations. Begin to reconsider your expectations and try to focus on the areas inside your control, like your own actions, choices, for more realistic, achievable outcomes. So unrealistic expectations, this is focusing on other people, right? Expecting people to act like you would, right? If I tell somebody that something's going to be done, consider it done. Right? But if you expect everybody to operate that way, you will be disappointed 1,000%. Not everybody's that way. Not everybody will take care of it. Not everybody takes care of it on your time frame. So this is where you have to redirect yourself and shift your focus to what you do have control over, right? What can you accomplish? What are you able to kind of redirect your focus on other things that are focusing on growth, places where you can contribute to. Yeah. Reconsider all those expectations. You are being too serious, possibly. Some of you are caught up in seriousness and it makes it hard to enjoy what you're doing. Smell the roses. When you take life too seriously, you risk losing sight of what actually needs your attention. Move away from thinking your purpose is your job, and you will start to see your life in a new light. It is not your job. You are not your job. You are not your career. You know, even if you are a doctor, you're not a doctor. You are a human that also has other enjoyments in life, other talents, other qualifications. There's many complexities to being a human. It doesn't always have to be about what you produce and how it generates income for you. That's being way too serious about life. And you can't be so rigid in your focus. You're losing the ability to actually enjoy what it is you're doing. Waiting to be saved. Some of you are waiting around. Others may help you, but it's still up to you to generate your own success. Be your own savior. Believe in who you are and realize that you're more powerful than you know. Dare to go after what you want and be your own savior. We can't sit around waiting for others to speak up for us or to have our back or to, finally realize what we're owed. You have to be your own savior sometimes, and it's up to you. It's up to you to be your own champion, your own person. Okay. Lack of self-discipline is another possible block. Can't achieve success if you can't control yourself or make yourself work hard. Have more discipline. With discipline and self-control, you can accomplish more and only entertain behaviors and activities that align with your values or goals. This is about being very disciplined and focused. We can't blame everything around us, right? There's only so much accountability. There's only so much in the world that is going to block you, but it's up to you. You're either allowing it or you're not allowing it, right? So you have to really focus. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? It's about you setting those values and goals and focusing. Blocked solar chakra for some of you, the solar plexus chakra, may experience low self-esteem, overly rigid and controlling behavior. Unblock that third chakra. Get outside to use the energy of the sun and recharge your yellow chakra, or do a fire meditation with crystals to help boost your confidence, optimism, and well-being. Look into that. Do things that raise your positive vibe. You're elevating your solar plexus. This brings more joy into your life, and this emotes out of you. You've been excessively giving, possibly. So not standing in your value and receiving what you're truly worth. Help yourself first. There's nothing wrong with being helpful. The problem comes when you overgive at the expense of your own personal and professional well-being. It's time to give yourself permission to say no. I feel like there's a common theme here. You've been too giving, too focused on results and expecting for others around you to do what you're doing. You have to release all that, turn that energy back to you, and start to take care of yourself. Start to nurture yourself. Take all of that focus away from everybody else and turn it back to you. Turn it back to you and get back to your own core values. Redirect all of that external focus, and I feel like this will help you immensely in the month of January. All right, Aries, I hope that helped. I hope it resonated. Be sure to check my description box if you need a personal private reading, and I will look forward to doing more of these. Aries, it's always rusty with y'all. I apologize for being first out of the box, and it's, you know, by the time I get to Pisces, it's going to be smooth and buttery. So, sorry, Aries. Much love. I will see y'all next month. Take care. Let me know in the comments section if you like it. If you have any suggestions, be sure and hit that like button and that follow button. And I will see y'all later.